I chose cooking as my senior project simply because like when I get to college, I don't want to have to eat out at fast food every time or cook like boring meals for myself. I want to have like some good variety. So the special variety that I've chosen today is like what does every college kid eat all the time that's cheap and affordable, and that's ramen. So today we have our own twist of a spicy ramen recipe, and I have all of my ingredients laid out right here. So I have 3 teaspoons of garlic, I have 3/4 tablespoons of red pepper right here, I have 3 tablespoons of soy sauce right here, and 3 eggs right here, which I'm going to crack, put in here, whisk up, and that's going to go in our ramen as well. And then we have this garlic, chili, and sesame oil, which we're going to be substituting in butter for this recipe, and we're just going to cook the pan, and we're going to get started. So the first thing that we're going to be working on is making the sauce for our ramen. So we're going to turn our heat onto a low to medium, then we're going to grab our garlic chili oil, and we're going to kind of approximate like 3 tablespoons, kind of just coat the bottom of the pan here with it. And then what we're going to do here is add in our red chili flakes and our garlic, which we already have preset in these tiny little things which help us beforehand measure out our recipe. Red chili flakes in there. And all of our garlic. What we're going to do, just grab something to stir this around with. And what we're waiting on right here is the garlic to get soft. Once the garlic softens up with the heat, we're going to add the rest of the stuff for our sauce. While we're waiting for our garlic and our sauce to soften up, we're going to take our ramen, which is just these normal ramen packs, except we're going to throw away those sauce packets they have in there. So we're adding this ramen to our boiling water, and we kind of want to watch it and pay close attention. So you don't want to leave it in for longer than maybe a couple minutes. If you're leaving it in too long, will leave your noodles mushy, and that just doesn't make for good ramen. So now that we've waited for our garlic to soften, what we have here is our brown sugar and our soy sauce. And we're going to add both of these directly in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn the heat down a little bit. We're going to stir all this together. And then this is going to be that good spicy sauce that we're looking for with our ramen. And then while this is settling, we're going to come here with these tongs, mix up these noodles around, make sure it's getting cooked evenly, and then think maybe only like 1 or 2 more minutes on these noodles and they'll be ready. Making sure to get no shell in there. And adding these eggs is a good protein source to add to this ramen. And then we're just going to mix these up. Okay, go ahead. So our noodles are done here. What we're going to do is take them over to the sink, pour them into our drainer. And then actually what we're going to do straight from the drainer is we're going to put the noodles right on top of our sauce, and they're going to continue to cook for a little bit.
Fine.
So now that we have the noodles inside of the sauce and evenly distributed, what we're going to do is kind of move them to one side of the pan, because we're thinking about it, we're a college kid in this scenario, so we're not going to really have all that money to be constantly washing dishes. So cooking your eggs on your ramen plate here is going to save time and money. What this also does is it lets it like marinate with the noodles and the sauce. It's going to give it a really good flavor. Okay, as you can see here, our eggs are done scrambling. So what we're going to do again is Just mix all of this up together. Then we're going to turn the heat down again, and then kind of let this just simmer. Okay, now that we have everything done and we've put it in a bowl, the last finishing touches we're going to add is we're going to chop up some green onion right here, and we're going to put that on top. And then this is a personal favorite, everything bagel seasoning. I know it sounds kind of weird, but just a sprinkle on top. And it really adds some good texture and flavor. And then there it is, our final product of spicy ramen.